So what'd you think of that?
I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy stuff.
Yeah, I feel like I've never seen a movie like that before.
Oh, that's rich.
Like the way it forces you to adopt
a new perspective.
exactly.
A new perspective.
It's just such a good reminder, like at the end of the day, we really are just cosmically insignificant.
Dust specks.
We're short-lived dust specks.
And you never thought about it that way, did you?
Yeah, and the things it had to say about like the richness of life and the poetry of it. Yeah, it's like everything is short-lived, but it's also beautiful. There's no point to anything we do, but that kind of is the point.
You know, it's sweet. It really is, watching you two put stuff together for the first time. But, what are we doing here? Huh? What are we doing here? What is this? Children's matinee? Baby's first existential crisis? Did I miss where they were handing out pacifiers in the other room?
So, did you not like the movie?
The movie? I mean, it was fine. It was a movie. It was like any other movie. But the way you two were going on about it, I mean, it's like, talk about secondhand embarrassment. You two are grown adults. You've been out of diapers for like, what, dozens of years? And you find this impressive? Really? You've never seen a movie that made you question your existence like this before? This is the first time you've had a serious crisis in your whole life? Really?
I mean, it's just that this movie in particular.
No. Zip it. Okay, zip it. I don't want to hear it. Okay, I think it's sad, frankly, that you need movies to lead you into pits of dread and despair. You want to know when I had my first existential crisis? I was 7 years old. Here's what happened. I'll set the scene out for you. Second grade, I'm sitting in my second grade classroom. There's a tinny plastic fan whirring in the corner. The walls are covered in math and geography posters hanging off of century-old thumbtacks. And I'm trying to distract myself from the droning voice of my teacher by turning inwards to the vacuous expanse of my own head. When all of a sudden, I notice that I'm surrounded not by things I can name, but by all these shapes, shadows, colors, sounds, sensations that are themselves completely devoid of any meaning I've been taught to ascribe to them. And so now, now I'm thinking to myself, I've been duped. I've been duped this whole time into thinking that I not only can, but that I should ascribe some meaning to this phenomenological sludge, this phantasmagoric shadow play of base reality, when really this illusion of the comprehensibility of the universe is nothing but that. It's an illusion perpetuated doubtless by some innocuous appendage at the inside of our own heads. It's fake. It's all a lie. Just like Santa Claus or the Tooth Bunny. It's fake. It's fake. It's all fake. And as soon as I thought this, I came to realize something else. That the only thing I could be sure of existing in this whole mess, this whole storm of emotions and sensations, were these very thoughts I was observing floating around in the inside of my skull. And so a maxim floated to me, ineluctably, out of the stuffy air. Cogito, ergo, sum. I didn't even speak Latin at the time, but I knew what it meant. They were my own words. It was my own phrase. It means I think, therefore, I am. It's a very simple concept to grasp, but I think once you truly understand it, sweet Dionysius, what do we have over here? Gentlemen. Allow me to show you something. This candle has been burning the entire time we've been talking, which first of all is horrible for your health. If you sniff too many of these things, you can become infertile. But second of all, the wax is barely melted, which means somebody lit this candle very recently, probably within the past 3 minutes. So who was it? Was it you?
No.
Was it you?
No.
So we seem to find ourselves at a bit of an impasse, don't we? Because it seems that while you two were so absorbed in this stupid movie, somebody came right in here, lit that candle, and walked right out without either of you even noticing. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about when I talk about personal responsibility. I want you to picture this. I'm still in elementary school, okay? But I'm getting older. I'm going through instar after instar. It's the whole coming of age, Bildungsroman type of deal. But all of a sudden, I start hearing about this man who supposedly thought the same thoughts that I did, who came up with the same maxim that I did. He was French. Apparently his name was René Descartes. He came up with the maxim cogito ergo sum, supposedly. And you know what? Should I have been mad? Maybe. Maybe if I were a lesser man, I would have been mad. But as it would turn out, I wasn't mad. I was relieved. Because here I was, thinking, I'm the only guy in existence who is unburdened by confidence in his own beliefs, who is unburdened by my own assumptions. But now all of a sudden, I'm finding out that there were a scant few people in history, a scant few, who thought the same thoughts that I did. Maybe not at so tender an age, but still. But nowadays, oh my, look at our state. Look at the state we're in. How few are the men like Descartes and myself who can experience severe emotional trauma just by thinking really hard about the nature of existence? Nowadays, we need these pedestrian films to break down the facts of life into these palatable narratives that are to the real tumultuous agonies of existence as the moon's pale reflection is to the fire of the sun. Can you blame me for being offended by such blasphemy? Can you? Ugh. You're probably going to flock to Letterboxd now and write some smart-sounding review to recover some of your fledgling erudition to show the whole world, I am smart. Okay, I am a man who can think. Let me tell you, there is not a single thought you have had in your entire life that I had not had by the age of 10. What you've demonstrated today is only a paucity of original thought, so complete as to be akin to self-immolation. And I pity you. Really, truly, I pity you. But I fear that at your advanced ages, there's nothing I can do to help you.
Dude, you chose the movie.
Yeah, I heard it was good. It wasn't.